0.1. Settled philosophy is the ultimate oxymoron. In philosophy, nothing is ever settled. The notion of settled philosophy is an expression of the very dogma that philosophy is a revolt against. 0.2. It is the endless and eternal pursuits that are the most fulfilling. Achievable goals facilitate a short burst of satisfaction. The endless pursuit is characterized by constant fulfillment because the victory is in the struggle, not the destination. Achievement is not an end state, but a constant. Meaning and fulfillment do not lie over the horizon. They are present here and now. The lack of a final reward turns each and every moment of the struggle into a reward. 0.3. The story of humanity is home to a great many conflicting extremes. Great good and great evil. Immense pleasure and massive suffering. Inspiring success and pathetic failure. Great intelligence and behemoth idiocy. It is as beautiful as it is grotesque. 0.4. We should not fear the hatred of morons. We should embrace it. We should not be afraid of being despised by idiots. We should welcome such sentiments with open arms. Sometimes being hated is a good thing. Bad, stupid people hating you is the best sign that there is. 0.5. The concept of a hard truth has been romanticized to the point that many hard truths are not truths at all. The hideousness of a maxim is taken as evidence of its validity. What is born is a negative delusion, on par with the worst excesses of wishful thinkers. 0.6. Humanity faces a world of sickening seriousness. The solution? A limited and controlled dose of absurdity, ridiculousness, stupidity, and idiocy. A revolt against a serious world. 0.7. It is in the self-interest of those who can suffer to create and maintain a humane society. Every master moralist regards this fundamental maxim as a core ethical consideration. 0.8. Human nature has often been characterized as one thing or another. In truth, human nature is a capacity for good and evil, intelligence and idiocy, rationality and irrationality, success and failure, order and chaos. 0.9. Inconsistency is the ultimate proof of bigotry. Very often a single factor changes human reactions immensely. That single factor being the presence of a minority identity. 1. At the centre of the story of humanity lies one divide: rational versus irrational. More and less logical ways of engaging with the basis of reason. More and less thoughtful considerations of the basis of reason. 1.1. Some ideas, claims, and opinions are superior, and others inferior. There is a tool of judgment, namely consistency with the basis of reason, the extent to which their relationship with the basis of reason is logical. 1.2. Greatness lies in a transition. A transition from finding meaning in obtaining, to finding meaning in creating and achieving. 1.3. Sometimes one's mind disconnects from the self, separates from the peace of existence, as if it were the totality. To suddenly remember that one is the self is always an odd experience. Existence as a piece and existence as a whole is so very different. Yet one is both a piece and a whole at once. Or more specifically, it is unknowable to us whether we are merely a piece of the reality, or the entirety of it. Certainly, practical knowledge usually privileges the former, with the possibility of exception. 1.4. If regarding it as true is rationally desirable, it is true. 1.5. To regard oneself as infallible is the ultimate display of one's fallibility. There is no flaw greater than that exhibited by those who think themselves flawless.